Welcome to Clash in Paris, in which we are kicking things off here with a no disqualification match with the Samoan Werewolf taking on Solo Sikoa to open Clash in Paris. We've got a star-studded lineup for you tonight. The main event, we've got Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens for the Undisputed WWE Championship and so much more. But out first is a former enforcer of MFT, a man who believed he was held back by Solo Sikoa, and the group broke free of the chains. And more tonight, it's fighting to be completely free. As Solo said tonight that if Jacob Fatu loses, then he is sent packing from WWE. So the tribal chief, The Rock, is the head of the board of TKO, and Jacob Fatu is going against The Rock's orders with all of this. As The Rock was trying to unite the family, had put Solo Sikoa in charge. Jacob Fatu was brought in by Solo all that time ago now. As the things then dissolved over time, with Roman Reigns fighting back, Jimmy and Jey Uso, Sami Zayn doing the same. And Fatu is seemingly by himself though. He does not care about the bloodline drama, being tribal chief, anything like that. He just wants the best life for his family, all that's possible. And he knows the best way to do that is going about it himself. But tonight he's got to get past someone that knows him more to us, someone that brought him in to this industry, to WWE. So Solo was the one that technically, well, Solo would like to say, saved Jacob Fatu from the life that he lived before making it to WWE. And well, here comes the former tribal chief, a man who owns a victory in Hell in a Cell all the way back at Bad Blood against Roman Reigns in that hellacious Hell in a Cell match when he defeated Roman to become the tribal chief. So Roman then took that back from him. The Rock then stepped in. But Solo is all business tonight. There have been special rules made. If anyone gets involved, and this match is instantly thrown out. Because Nick Aldis wants a definitive answer, a definitive end to this family drama between Solo and Jacob Fatu. Like I said, this one is no DQ. Anything goes, except technically people getting involved. But weapons are legal. There's no count. They can fight all over the streets of Paris if they wanted to. But a pinfall or submission has to happen inside the ring. And Solo, we heard him say on SmackDown last night that if he has to, on Friday, if he has to be the one to take out Jacob Fatu, then he will do it. He is the one that brought Jacob Fatu in. And it's only fitting if he's the one that sends Jacob Fatu back to the life. And where Solo said Jacob Fatu belongs, that's a prison cell. Where Jacob Fatu, as he picked up a win over Tama Tonga on SmackDown, as the Tama Tonga was sent out to weaken Jacob Fatu. We're not too sure how much damage was done to Jacob Fatu in that matchup though, but Solo v Fatu opens Clash in Paris tonight. Now, well, this one's going to be hard hitting. There's the Samoan spike being prepared by Solo. If Solo connects with that, Jacob Fatu, if Solo is a man of his word, like we know he is from time to time, could be sending Jacob Fatu packing from WWE for good. If The Rock decides he wants to do so. Jason is the referee for this one. And these two, obviously family. And it's all boiled down to this. Let's get this one underway to start Clash in Paris off with Solo v Fatu. Well, where we go, Jacob Fatu looking for a super kick early on. Solo says, nah, not going to happen. And there's a lariat dropping Fatu to the mat. Well, Jacob Fatu asking Solo to bring more. And there's a headbutt dropping Fatu to the mat. And Fatu again back to his feet. And Fatu locking Solo. The acknowledgement of the tribal chief that is The Rock. So he defeated Roman Reigns at WrestleMania to become the tribal chief. Yes, there were shenanigans in that, but The Rock won't care about that. As an eye rake there by Solo. The super kick there. Solo now over a leg drop there to Fatu. Now dropping a headbutt there to Jacob. Solo would love nothing more to get a big win. You've got to imagine that The Rock will be keeping it on night in this one. As his Solo Sikoa was the hand-picked one to succeed. Roman Reigns by The Rock. The Rock put all the faith in Solo, not Jacob, not anyone else, in Solo Sikoa. And the Falcon Arrow drops Solo to the mat and returns to sender with a headbutt by Fatu. And Jacob is fired up here. This Paris crowd loving. We see Jacob Fatu in action. And another super kick there by Solo though. Drops Fatu to the mat. We know Solo can get physical, he can get brutal when he needs to. The street champion is NXT days and Jacob Fatu's been busted open. But Fatu is back to his feet. And again defiant as ever. Unfazed as ever to the punishment. As Solo for more. Imagine being busted open, keeping back up, and then asking for more punishment. That is Jacob Fatu, who sends Solo with a pop-up powerbomb. Shades of man we'll see in the main event later tonight. As Fatu now, instead going for some repeated headbutts here to the head of Solo. You've got to imagine there's a lot on the line, especially for Jacob Fatu. Like I said, if Solo beats him, Solo says he's going to get Jacob Fatu fired from the company. He's going to go back to where he was before. And Fatu with a big crossbody over the top. We saw this in SmackDown against Tamatonga. The unhinged just that is Jacob Fatu. He's trying to build momentum, but Solo's to go back to his feet. And Jacob Fatu, why is he not going for it? So wherever Solo was going to be waiting. And Solo now. A trash can lid in his hands. Looking to deal with some punishment with it. And Solo back in the ring. Jacob Fatu back to his feet. Fatu counters, kick to the midsection. Now Fatu has it in his hands and cracks over the skull of Solo. And with anything in the hands of Jacob Fatu as a weapon. And the trash can is being used here. Well, I should say the lid. But the trash can is being used. As Fatu now has Solo down. It's been a hard hitting affair so far. As Fatu top rope. Thinking swanton, but knees are up by Solo. And Solo, that big spinning heel kick. As Fatu now. What's he thinking next here? As Fatu now just looking to send Jacob Fatu to ringside. And Solo with a splash from the apron. Wiping out Jacob Fatu. As we know, he's busted open. And Solo sending Jacob into the steel steps. And Solo inadvertently giving this Paris crowd what they want. And a table being brought out, and Solo with dire intentions. But Jacob Fatu with that table, it seems. And Solo now. And Jacob being sent into the steel steps to being launched to ringside. Is out here, but Jacob counters. And Jacob trying to fight back here. But there's Paris crowd behind him. It's Fatu now. Snake eyes on the apron to Solo. But I just saw a glimpse in the eyes of Jacob Fatu. Something just up inside the brain of the Samoan werewolf. I don't think it's going to be great, whatever it is. For Solo, with Fatu to the top rope. The madman that he is, but Solo off the table. Saves himself here. And Fatu now caught by Solo. Crashed to the mat there. Solo knows Jacob Fatu all too well. And that's what we're seeing so far. And Solo saying, nah, that's not going to happen. Stopping the plans of Jacob, but there's an uppercut. And that's Jacob with the table in hand. As Solo in the ring. Solo now picking up that trash can, and Fatu back in the ring and cracks it over the skull of Fatu. And just launches it at the down Jacob here as well. And what has Solo got planned next here? Again looking to utilise this table to inflict punishment to the Samoan werewolf. And Fatu now sent into the corner Jacob. And Solo just screaming in the face of Jacob Fatu, saying that you wanted this, you wanted this is on you. And there's an uppercut there, a throat thrust by Fatu. Now Jacob now again with Solo set up on the table. Fatu now smashing the hand of Solo and going to the top. Fatu going big, looking for a Samoan splash through the table. Oh, this one could be done. But Solo kicks out. That's frustration for Fatu being built here. As he thought that was enough. And I just slamming Solo. And with Fatu. What has Jacob Fatu got planned here? A power position for Solo Sikoa. I think it's a return to sender. For this about a werewolf. A taste of Solo's own medicine. And Jacob realising Solo was too close to the apron for what he wanted, going out to ringside to inflict more punishment first of all. Like I said, there's no one that can get involved in this one. Swerve and drop there. Never been more aptly named when delivered by a Samoan to a Samoan. And Fatu up and over the top. And this is why this crowd is starting to love Jacob Fatu. What he's capable of in that ring. And he never backs down from a fight. No matter how outnumbered he is. Whether you can say that's wise or not, that is up to you. Jacob Fatu now with a kendo stick in hand. Getting into the ring. And Solo counters. Spinning Solo. But Jacob kicks out. At 2. Oh, Solo caught Fatu off guard. And there's a boot to the face. He's on Solo with a kendo stick in hand, looking to inflict punishment on Jacob, who counters. And a shot there to the ribs of Solo. That's Jacob Fatu waiting patiently to crack it over the skull of Solo Sikoa. And Solo now pulls himself up in the corner. You're not safe there. Solo and Jacob Fatu just jabs the throat. And Fatu bags it up. And Jacob Fatu again looking to put this one away, going to the top. Fatu this time gets a swanton. But somehow Solo's still in it. These two giving it their all. So Jacob fighting to break free. It's Fatu now again looking for this pop-up. Powerbomb, but Solo counters. This time round. Super kick there. And Solo now, it's his turn to be in control of this matchup. And Solo with a huge chop. And we've seen Solo do this before. He usually removes the turnbuckle pad before driving his opponent's face first. And Solo with a huge back elbow there. And Solo now digging the boot into the throat of Jacob Fatu here. What has Solo got now? Solo. A bag of... I think we all know what it's a bag of thumbtacks. And Jacob Fatu perhaps reading himself his own last rites there. And Solo had bad intentions for Fatu. He's trying to counter here. And Solo into the corner since Fatu again. And Solo now. What is Solo thinking? It's bad for Jacob Fatu, whatever it is. But Jacob saving himself. And a powerbomb to Solo. It's Fatu's turn now. What is Jacob thinking next there? Jacob with a slight smile across his face. He saw the thumbtacks. And the unhinged Fatu is looking to do exactly what Solo tried to do, and that's drop him onto them from the top rope. That's Fatu now with a Samoan drop off the top. But Solo kicks again. And Jacob Fatu can't believe this one isn't done yet. You can see Solo writhing in pain, writhing in agony. He's being dropped on his tacks. Jacob Fatu again looking for the kendo stick, but Solo counters this time. And just launches it. And explodes it across the back there of Jacob Fatu. And Solo now going to put this one away with a spinning Solo onto the attacks. But Fatu kicks out. Fatu just kicked out of a spinning Solo onto the attacks at one. And Solo can't believe what he just saw. And Fatu, defiant. Spike low by Solo. Is that it? No, it's not. How is that not it? How is this one still going? Solo now arguing with the ref, saying that should have been a free count. But he's taking his eyes off Jacob Fatu. And Fatu, bulldog to Sikoa. And I think he landed on his tacks. And Fatu now. What has Fatu got planned next there? Jacob now again looking for this pop-up powerbomb. Looking to wear down Solo Sikoa this deep into this match. And Solo, it's not where you want to be. Solo should know better. And Fatu building a head of steam. And Fatu. What is it? What's Jacob Fatu thinking there? Fatu. What is he thinking? Impaler. DDT onto the attacks. That's it. Solo's done. But Fatu isn't done there. Fatu, remember what Jacob Fatu, what Solo said to him on SmackDown. It's Fatu now. What's Fatu thinking here? Fatu going big. Ever swamped onto the back of Solo Sikoa. And Fatu's unhinged here. We know that much already. But Jacob with another table in hand. Solo someone getting back to his feet. I think Solo's out on his feet. And Solo looking for the spike again. Fatu says, nah, not this time. Headbutt. And Solo in the corner now. Jacob Fatu. Bad things in mind for Solo. It sends him into the table. And Jacob now again looking to go to the top. Looking for round two here. That's Fatu. Again. Splash, but no one's on the table. Collapse. How is this one still going? Huge chop there by Solo. He's somehow still in this match. I'm not too sure if Solo's still going in this. And Solo now. The table set up in the corner. Jacob Fatu counters. And Fatu now. And Fatu. Ahead of steam. But wipes himself out in the process. As both men are down here. And well, Solo has got to be done here, surely. Surely this one's over. Fatu dragging Solo onto the tacks. As Fatu makes a climb to the top. With the swirling splash. And Fatu now. With the mighty moonsault. And it's going to give this Paris crowd what they want. As Fatu puts away Solo Sikoa. What a way to start a Clash in Paris here tonight. With one brutal bloody affair between Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. You've got to imagine that now Jacob Fatu's free of the bloodline. Well, I should say MFT is free of that whole situation. But the question is, what is The Rock thinking right now? He's put Solo Sikoa in charge. I said, the Rock is the tribal chief, yes. But Solo runs things as part of MFT. And Solo just lost. Yes, he put up a great fight. Yes. He went down fighting. Well, Fatu busted open. He does not care. He gets a big win. And puts Solo Sikoa and MFT behind him. As far as we know anyway. What a way to start off the show. Here tonight. And well, after that great opening match, we turn our attention to our first tag team match. Well, first, not tag team match, our first title match of the night, in which the tag team championships are on the line in this one. And that first are the challengers, and that is the New Day, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. So these two have said they're here to save the tag team division. They believe that right now the Motor City Machine Guns are not worthy of being tag team champions, and that them being tag team champions is best for the division. And tonight, I said the former tag team champions, multiple time tag team champions, are right here to win gold once again in their career. So no attitudes, but the same goal is to hold gold and reign top of the division. However, this time they don't care about what the crowd think of them. All they care about is having that gold around their waist and being introduced as champions and being seen as the top of the division here in WWE. And so tonight they're taking on the Motor City Machine Guns, and Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin have been tag team champions for a while now. And well, they've had a great reign as tag team champions. It's going to be a great matchup, 110%. It's going to be a great match between two of the best tag teams we have in WWE. And the Woods and Kofi are all about business now. They're all about winning no matter the cost, no matter what they have to do to get the job done. All that matters is at the end of the match they are pronounced the winners. Well, let's get the tag team champions out here. Like I said, there's a great match to open the show between Solo and Fatu. Now we turn our attention to our first title match of the night. And up next, obviously, are the champions, the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. The crowd favourites, the ones who took the tag team titles off MFT at WrestleMania, if I'm not mistaken. That's when it happened. They've been tag team champions for a while now. Well, actually a lot longer than that, if I'm not mistaken. Well, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, as you can see, a loud crowd reception for them. They've been, like I say, reigning tag team champions for a while. The crowd favourites, the fans love them. They love the attitude, they love what they do in the ring. Also the complete opposite of the New Day, that they get the job done the right way. But Woods and Kofi are going to try and bend the rules, you can imagine, in this one, and use some underhanded tactics. That's how they got this opportunity in the first place anyway. Well, I can also say Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin have been putting some great performances as of late. Instead of tag team championships on the line, the Undisputed Tag Team Championships held by the Motor City Machine Guns. The challengers, the New Day. But let's get the tag team bout underway here. So Woods and Sabin starting this one off for their respective tag teams. Well, where we go here in this one, and Woods just telling Sabin that maybe their time as tag team champions is over. That jab there that Sabin tries to use there, caught by Woods though. And some huge knife edge chops there. Sends Sabin over into the corner, and there's a forearm there by Woods. Now I can just cut the ring in half and keep Sabin in the corner of the New Day here, managing to, effectively take Alex Shelley out of the matchup. When you do this, splitting the ring in half and effectively taking out the other competitor, as was with that discus punch. Just a shame there's some words here with Alex Shelley, saying that he has no hope in this one. And the New Day are here to save the tag team division, and Woods just enjoying this raucous atmosphere. Laying in these knife edge chops there. Sabin there with the speed. And a super kick there by Chris Sabin. See, it wasn't that long ago he had a one-on-one match with Seth Rollins, in which he put up a great fight. A powerbomb there to Woods, stacks him up early in this one. But Woods there kicks out at two. So Kofi with full faith in his tag team partner. Has a huge Knife face chops it by Sabin, return to sender. Woods off the ropes, ducks underneath, and there's a clothesline of his own. And Xavier Woods now. Fist drop there. Just laying these fists in. To Chris Sabin's face. And Xavier Woods on styling and profiling. Looking like the line at the New Day don't look good. I see in the best physique of their careers, you could say, especially for Xavier Woods. This was not set into the corner, the wrong corner though for Sabin, but he wanted some corner offense there. And Xavier stopped it. And the New Day have been in complete control of this matchup since the opening bell. Now, Kofi into the match. The New Day laying on tag team offense with a leg drop and a splash combination there. As Kingston now again off the ropes. With a second splash this time. Lays in the pinfall. But Sabin kicks out there at 2. So the tag team championships on the line for the Motor City Machine Guns. They don't want to lose their tag team championships. They fought hard to get, defeating MFT. This is recently putting away the Judgment Day to keep hold of them. A backlash of Sabin now. Well, by any means necessary. A quick roll up here. A crucifix pin to Kingston. But is it enough to get the job done? But that also gives control of the matchup for the Motor City Machine Guns. You can see Sabin here staying on the front foot, staying on the offense. Well, Sabin needs to make a tag. He needs to get Alex Shelley into this one. That's exactly what he's going to do here. Shelley now the legal man. A clothesline there. Now sends him into Chris Sabin with a forearm. These two just teeing away. And now a knee drop there. And the offense isn't done. Motor City Machine Guns here laying in the offense. It isn't going into a flatliner combination. And well, Kingston's still somehow in this one after that barrage of offense there. But Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin almost getting the job done. And Shelley now DDT to Kingston. As Alex Shelley is starting to exchange some words with Xavier Woods. Turns their attention away from Kofi Kingston. And Maya Costa as Kofi now. SOS to win the titles. But Sabin's in to break it up. Last second. Sabin breaks it up. Oh, Sabin distracting Kingston. And Kofi now caught. Actually now heads to the takedown. So actually now in control. Knee to the back of the head there of Kingston. And one half of the tag team champions. So actually now was he thinking here. Looking to pattern down a fisherman's driver. And Shelley with his penny cry fired up. Fully behind him. In the corner now with a huge knife edge shot there. Kingston answers back with a boot to the face. And Kofi, trouble in paradise. No one's on a super kick. Kingston could be out cold. And somehow the former world champion is still in this one. And Shelley now is sunk to the back of the head there. And again, but this time no one's on Kingston. A shot lit in the midsection and a huge right hand by Kofi off the ropes. Bit of momentum. Looking for that huge chop, but a super kick again by Alex Shelley. The Motor City Machine Guns laying the offense on thick and fast in this one. Clothesline in the corner. Back elbow. Shelley now calling Kingston to his feet. Kingston trying to make the tag. Kingston kick to the back of the leg there. Kick avoided again by Alex Shelley. These two going back and forth in this one. As Alex Shelley now takes him down into a submission hold here to retain the tag team titles. Can Kingston find a way out of this one? Woods breaks it up. And now that means the tag has to be made by both teams. To get the other competitor back into this one to be able to break up pinfalls. It's now down to just Shelley and Kingston in this one. As Kingston answers back. Trouble in paradise. And somehow again, the Motor City Machine Guns stay alive in this one. As Kingston went after Sabin. He's got busted open by that knee. Kick to the midsection. Sliced bread. And somehow Kingston is still in this one. Busted open by the knee from Sabin. And then a sliced bread connecting, but somehow Kofi is still going. And Kingston with that huge kick there. A leg drop to the back of the head. It's Kofi now taking out Chris Sabin. And Alex Shelley now trying to fight back. Well, Alex Shelley going for the tag and makes it. Sabin recovers in time. As Kingston, his plan didn't work the way he wanted it to. And Sabin now the legal man in this one. And Sabin with a huge lariat there. One of the Motor City Machine Guns fired up. Kingston trying to make the tag. And Sabin staying in between them. Well, Kofi answers back with a knee there. And Kingston with a huge classic clothesline there. A jumping lariat, I guess you could call it, more than anything. And Kofi now running down these huge punches. Classic Kofi Kingston offense here. And the uppercut in the corner. As Kingston now measuring Chris Sabin. Looks for the dropkick, but no one's home. And Kofi now sent into the corner. And Chris Sabin, and Alex Shelley believe this one's going to be over here. As Alex Shelley off the top. Into the cover. But somehow Kingston kicks out again. And Alex Shelley can't believe it. And Shelley's going to the top. They were looking for another splash here to put this one away. Double foot stomp. No one's home. Kingston into the corner. Takes out Sabin at ringside. And well, Kofi senses the opportunity to put this one away here. As Woods now the legal man in the ring. And Woods double knees to the midsection. And Woods again trying to get rid of Chris Sabin. Well, this one could be all over here in a second. We know what Woods is thinking. He can't get it as Alex Shelley gets back to his feet here. But there's a DDT. And Xavier Woods again going after Chris Sabin. Takes him out at ringside. This is the underhanded tactics and who they use. As Woods in with that rolling forearm. Going to the top. Sabin's out. And Woods now in a limit break. Elbow drop to win the tag team championships. But Sabin's in and breaks it up. Somehow he recovers. And Woods again trying to get rid of Sabin. And Sabin has his back. And Shelley now crucifix. What a tag team match we're seeing. And well, somehow Woods kicks out. This one's been exhausting. I can't imagine being in the ring in a matchup like this right now. There's a net breaker there. And Woods again takes out Sabin. This is the underhanded tactics the New Day love to use. And Woods now at a super kick. Ripley on a roll. Tags in Kofi. Or Sabin is hopeless anyway. He can't get into the range to the rules. And Kofi. Well, Kofi again taking out Chris Sabin. The New Day just cheating to get the job done. They don't care if Kofi can get the job done here. A trouble in paradise for a second time to win the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. And they have done. And what a sort of popular outcome here in Paris. But the New Day get a job done and are once again tag team champions. And stand top of the division. And what a tag team match we just saw. Both teams laying it all out in this one. But again, the underhanded tactics of the New Day I thought it was over right there. Somehow Chris Sabin got back up in time to break up that pinfall right here. Woods somehow staying alive. And this is the final moment. Trouble in Paradise. Chris Sabin out at ringside. For the 1, the 2, and the 3, and new tag team champions. The New Day are celebrating like this to mock the crowd. And the New Day are once again tag team champions and stand top of the tag team division. And what a start to Clash in Paris we have. We've got many more matches to go. And we'll after seeing the New Day become tag team champions, Becky Lynch is out here to try and become the women's Intercontinental champion. She's taking on Jordynne Grace here tonight, which has been a heated feud. Or since WrestleMania when Becky Lynch challenged for the title, and in her opinion she got screwed out the title by Jessica Carter referee. And since then she's been on a collision course of getting that title back. Obviously most recently on Raw, locking into the submarine with Jordynne Grace's arm trapped inside a steel chair. Jordynne Grace is not 100% here tonight, we know that much. She's been cleared to compete though, which is surprising. But Becky Lynch wants to become IC champion. She says she should already be IC champion. Says that it's a disgrace that she isn't champion, and she's been held back by corrupt officials, corrupt general managers, etc. But Lynch tonight is looking to win her first ever women's IC championship. As Jordynne Grace, the third ever women's IC champion. The first was Tatum Paxley, who won the tournament all that time ago. Second, it was Jade Cargill, the current undisputed WWE women's champion. The women's champion. And next up, it was Jordynne Grace who defeated Jade Cargill for that title. The question is Becky Lynch going to win her first ever and be the fourth ever women's IC champion? But to do so, she's got to get past this woman. The juggernaut Jordynne Grace, since debuting, has been a force to be reckoned with. You can see the elbow pad there on the right arm of Jordynne Grace. Is there to protect herself in this one. She's been told to wear that as she is to fight here tonight. After what happened, you can see her working the arm as well, trying to get some feeling into it. But I imagine that's been causing her pain for the past, less than a week. I see on Raw, it was the steel chair that was used to inflict damage on that arm. The disarmer locked in on that arm with that arm trapped inside the steel chair, with Becky Lynch yanking back on it, trying to break the arm. Jordynne Grace, you can see again, trying to get feeling in that arm. But Becky Lynch, a slight smile across the face at ringside, seeing that elbow pad, as that gives Becky Lynch a clear and obvious target, and also gives her a huge advantage in this one, because Jordynne Grace, the power game, cannot use the arm to a full effect. If the disarmer is locked in on the arm, then Becky Lynch could have an easy night hit, forcing Grace to tap out to save herself. But let's get this one underway. The IC Championship on the line. Jessica Carter, the official. Becky Lynch wanted Jessica Carter to be the official so she could right the wrong of what happened at WrestleMania. Let's get this one underway. Becky Lynch v Jordynne Grace for the Women's IC Championship. And Becky Lynch not wasting any time, going straight after Jordynne Grace here. Taking her down here, and again straight after the arms there, but that's the other arm. Becky Lynch clearly has a game plan here tonight, and we can see trapping that arm with the overpad behind the back and working on the other one as well. This is going to cause more pain to Jordynne Grace, going after the good arm as well. Here is Becky Lynch. So that means Jordynne Grace cannot use both arms. So full effect as Lynch here, and the other going to this one. In control after, cheap shot right at the start. Jordynne Grace takedown there by Lynch. And Becky here off the ropes with the leg drop, and Becky Lynch again, classic Lynch here with a reverse one this time there. And Lynch just having some words with Jessica Carter, the official. You see at WrestleMania it was a rope break call that Becky Lynch claims to be a false call. As Lynch, my face chopped there, and can see Jordynne Grace trying to use the arm to its full effect. That spinning back fist also taken out of the equation by Lynch. And there's a drop kick to the face. And Becky going straight after that arm here. Slam it into the mat there. See, that is the arm that the disarmer is locked in on. And the right arm of Jordynne Grace. As Grace is trying to fight out, trying to dig down deep. And to retain the championship as an atomic drop there by Jordynne Grace. I thought she was going to go for a spine buster there, but instead turned it into an atomic drop as now double underhook. Drops. Lynch down there. And Jordynne Grace now using that left arm to lay in these punches instead. And slap her across the face. I've no doubt a first ballot Hall of Famer in Becky Lynch. As our what a snatch on the suplex there. Into the cover, the bridge. But Lynch kicks out there at 2. The crowd loving what they're seeing for the action they have so far tonight as Grace tries Lynch down there. Knee first into the midsection. Jordynne Grace would love nothing more than to put Becky Lynch behind her and retain the IC Championship and continue her historic reign as champion. She's been a great champion since defeating Jade Cargill for that title. As Grace again, double underhook, Becky Lynch, this time though blocks it. And there's a clothesline there. And Becky again going straight after that arm there. So this one is a simple one-on-one matchup. No weapons are allowed in this one. And Becky Lynch did all the damage she needed to do before the matchup on Monday Night Raw. As Lynch though, countered there by Grace. And Jordynne Grace now in control of this one. As Grace now with the power. Hoists her up. And a jackhammer delivered. But Lynch kicks out there at 2. Well, Jordynne Grace delivering a jackhammer there, trying to get the job done. And now Jordynne Grace is using the power. Can she get a funny up here? So the right arm, the damage being put onto that one, but Jordynne Grace powering through the pain and drops it down there. Now Grace here. Deadlift. Powerbomb. Now the launching Lynch across the ring. That's a statement there by Jordynne Grace. Using the power. And Jordynne Grace is fired up here. The crowd fully behind her here tonight. They want to see her retain the title, but Lynch with that cheap shot there. That knee to the face. And there going straight after that arm again. A clear and obvious target for Becky Lynch. And a knee across the jaw. As Lynch in control of this one now. It's Becky now. What's she thinking? A kick to the midsection. It's Becky Lynch now looking for a pedigree. To Jordynne Grace. But Grace kicks out there at 2. She's paying homage here to Seth Rollins. And that's the Triple H as well. And a knee across the jaw again. Every time Jordynne Grace seems to be getting some momentum, Becky Lynch with one stiff shot gets back into this one. And Becky just wiping the floor here, saying that this one is easy. Becky now into the corner, looking for a back elbow, gets it. And Becky now just saying that this is your champion. Jordynne Grace is down in the corner, but fights out with a boot there to the midsection. And Jordynne Grace now in control. Plants Lynch down, middle of the ring with a Michinoku driver to retain the title. But Becky kicks out there at 2. Jordynne Grace now deadlift, continuing the barrage of offense with a running power slam there. But again it's a 2 for Grace here tonight. Lynch kicks out of that one there. A slap across the face there. That just seems to have pissed off Becky Lynch. He's going for the manhandle slam early in this one to win the title here. But Jordynne Grace kicks out. Well, Becky can't believe that wasn't enough to get the job done. The crowd loving what they're seeing. As Becky again going after the arms here, looking to snap back. The right arm there. As Becky now in control of this one. Lynch now snapping the neck there. And Becky now she's thinking next to Becky. Just yanking back on the neck now. Digging the knee into the midsection in the lower back there of Jordynne Grace. Trying to wear down the champion. Jordynne Grace powers out of this one. Jordynne Grace hits that spinning back fist. And Grace going to the top. It's go big or go home here tonight. And Jordynne Grace with a splash there. But again, Becky Lynch kicks out at 2. And Jordynne Grace tonight forced to dig down deep into her arsenal of offense. And Jordynne Grace now deadlift again with a power and flips her over into the knee strike there. Now Jordynne Grace now looking to lock in a submission hold, a camel clutch here, sit down deep, yanking back on the lower back of Becky Lynch to retain the title by submission. Can she do so? But Lynch, elbow to the face here, slips at the back. And now Becky now trying to get Jordynne Grace maybe into the disarmer position, but Jordynne Grace counters there. And Grace clothesline, German suplex counter though by Lynch, showing she's one of the greatest of all time. Well, she believes she is the greatest women's wrestler of all time. Whether you believe that or not, that's up to you. The accolades are there to claim that herself. See, WrestleMania main event, and she won that main event to become Becky 2 belts all those years ago. And Grace counters again there. And needs to have been even in this one. As Lynch drops over a perfect plex. Jordynne Grace with an all. The move she has in an arsenal, but it's not enough yet to get this one done for her. As Becky now in the corner. And Jordynne Grace on the attack, but Lynch counters there. As Becky now takes her down, looking to knock in the disarmer here on the other arm instead. And the arm has been doing a lot of damage too, but can Jordynne Grace fight out this one? And Jordynne Grace does so just about. If it was the other arm, that may have been the matchup decided there. But due to it being the left arm that was locked in on, Jordynne Grace managed to just about get out that one in time. As Grace now plants Lynch. I mean, exactly what Grace is thinking here, looking for a Vader bomb. But again, Becky somehow kicks out there. Well, these two have been so even in this one, and Jordynne Grace now questioning the officiating of Jessica Carr. Well, that was a fair count. But Becky Lynch trying to steal it here, rolls her up. But Jordynne Grace rolls Lynch back. And now Lynch again rolls it through into a pinfall again of her own. But Jordynne Grace just kicks out on Becky again. Haven't they got the official there? Claiming that should have been a free. And Lynch now with a boot to the face there, sending Grace to ringside. As Becky now with a huge falling slightly to the face. As Becky now looking to inflict some damage here at ringside. Sends her into the barricade. Now Lynch now she's thinking next there. Just places over the top rope, not over the barricade there, dropping the ribs first. Now sending her back into the ring as Becky Lynch believes that she has this one in the bag here. It's just as a call telling Lynch to get back into the ring, and Lynch just taking a second to bask in this crowd here, claiming that she's get this one done. But Jordynne Grace out of the way, that elbow drop kick to the midsection here with a juggernaut driver. But again, Lynch somehow kicks out, and Jordynne Grace can't believe it. That may have been a last ditch bit of offense. And Jordynne Grace now has a huge spear into the corner. Throws Lynch into the corner now, sends her to the top. What has Jordynne Grace got planned here? Whatever it is going to be bad for Becky Lynch. As now on the middle rope here, Jordynne Grace with a world's strongest slam. And somehow again Becky kicks out. And Jordynne Grace just is wondering what more she has to do to get this one done. As Grace now lines her up with a huge elbow to the back of the head. As Grace now going to the middle rope here. And Jordynne Grace now looking to fight and looking for something big there. But Lynch out of the way. And Becky now slams her down face first to the mat. And Becky here. What's she thinking next here? As Lynch going after that arm again. And Becky here with Jordynne Grace in the corner. With bad intentions now for the champion. As Becky now sending Lynch to the top rope here. And Lynch with a big exploder from the top. And the crowd loving what they're seeing here tonight. And Lynch now looking to put this one away. It's Becky now looking for the disarmer. Has it locked in here, but rope break just like at WrestleMania called. And Becky arguing with Jessica Carter. That's exactly what happened at WrestleMania. And Jordynne Grace. Well, the damage, I think the damage has been done to either arm here tonight. That's Grace now, but Lynch counters. And Becky with the manhandle slam. And I think Becky's not done there. As Becky's sending Grace into the corner here, looking to put the exclamation point on this one. As Lynch now with an avalanche manhandle slam. And Becky Lynch wins the Intercontinental Championship for the first time in her career. And while Jordynne Grace survived as long as she could, the disarmer locked in on both arms. Obviously the damage done to that right arm with the one that was locked in on the steel chair. And Lynch, wisely in this one, went to the other arm as well. So that when she locked in the manhandle, not the manhandle slam, when she locked in the disarmer on either arm in this matchup, the damage would have been done. But Jordynne Grace somehow survived for so long in this one, almost got a job done on multiple occasions through everything she had at Lynch. But it wasn't enough. It took a second there to get into the pinfall. That may have saved Lynch right there. And then right here was the turning point. Becky Lynch snapping after the rope break call. Unlike at WrestleMania, stayed focused after arguing with the official though. Well, Becky Lynch, may have seen had PTSD of what happened at Mania. Instead though, when the manhandle slam, then an avalanche variation for the 1, the 2, and the 3. And Becky Lynch is your new Women's Intercontinental Champion. Another accolade in the career of Becky Lynch here tonight. And well, what a night of action it has been so far, but we'll continue the show with our next match in which Lyra Valkyria is out here to try and become Women's World Heavyweight Champion. She earned this opportunity to defeat Nikki Bella a few weeks ago. And after that match, well, Nikki Bella would attack Lyra Valkyria. I would have spoke to Lyra backstage before tonight. She said she's fully focused on a match with Rhea tonight. But after this, win or lose against Rhea, she's going after Nikki Bella to get revenge for what happened. So she beat Nikki Bella fair and square. Nikki Bella after the match, which was a great match between Lyra and Nikki Bella. But after the matchup, Nikki Bella would get frustrated and attack Lyra Valkyria and turn her back not only on the fans, but obviously also on technically Lyra Valkyria after a great match they had. And Lyra tonight, so the first time she challenged for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship, but it's maybe the first time she can come out on top. She challenged before for the title. She didn't win, obviously, or she would be stood here champion. But Lyra tonight, with a crowd behind it in Clashing Paris, I think it's going to be a great match between Rhea and Lyra. Two people who will respect each other and what they can achieve in the ring. See Rhea Ripley back as champion, winning it back a few months ago, defending it at WrestleMania against Io Sky in one hell of a match. And well, here comes the Women's World Heavyweight Champion, the Eradicator, the Nightmare in your dreams, the Women's World Heavyweight Champion, Rhea bloody Ripley. And you can hear the ovation from this crowd here tonight for Rhea Ripley. And Rhea, like I say, she won this title back off Liv Morgan a few months ago. She then defended it at WrestleMania against Io Sky, defeated the Demons of the past. When she lost it at WrestleMania 40, she wins it back at WrestleMania 41, well, defends it at WrestleMania 41, sorry, against Io Sky. And to win it a little bit beforehand. But Rhea has been a fighting champion. She said, this is what this title deserves. Now she's back as champion. She only lost the title because of the Judgment Day betraying Rhea Ripley. Then afterwards, on the Monday Night Raw after Mania, over a year ago, Rhea was attacked by Raquel Rodriguez and put out of action for 8 months. Rhea came back on the Brutality Tour, took out the Judgment Day, went after Liv Morgan, won back the title, and since then, in the past few months, she's been a champion, focused on keeping it, and she doesn't want to let it slip through her fingers again. So these days she's all by herself when it comes to defending the title, but Rhea arguably better than ever now. That is the case. The pressure of being by herself, no Judgment Day help, has arguably made Rhea better. Pressure makes diamonds at the end of the day, and Rhea has not let it get to her. We saw that at WrestleMania. The questions going in, could Rhea Ripley get over the demons of what happened the year before and defeat a woman she's never beaten before in Io Sky? And she managed to do so much, which was a great matchup. And this tonight will be a great matchup. Rhea Ripley versus Lyra Valkyria for that championship right there. The Women's World Heavyweight Championship of Monday Night Raw. But let's get this matchup underway. Our main event up next, which is going to be Kevin Owens v Cody Rhodes. But first of all, let's get into this one. Will Rhea retain, or will Lyra win the title here tonight? As it's handed over to the referee Daphne LaShawn for this one. Both women seeing the prize. Let's get this matchup underway here in a second. And well, we go here, both women. So these two women do respect each other. Not too sure why this was on Lyra going into the grapple game with Rhea Ripley. So Rhea, the stronger competitor of the two. Obviously Lyra no slouch when it comes to the wrestling game. One of the best women's wrestlers in the world is Lyra Valkyria. There is no doubt, as Lyra with a takedown of Rhea into the side headlock now. Onto the champion. As these two going back and forth here to start the matchup off with. Like I said, this is our match before our main event. So next up, sorry, it's Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens for the Undisputed WWE Championship. As Lyra off the rope sends Rhea, and Rhea no counters, and Rhea a forearm there to Lyra Valkyria, and Rhea just telling Lyra Valkyria to bring it, and Lyra's going to do so. Lyra not backing down from any fights ever. And a slap there from Rhea, and Rhea asking for the better of Lyra Valkyria here, and a kick there to the midsection, and Lyra teeing away with these 2 strikes, and a kick to the back of the head there of Rhea. As I set into the corner, and Lyra with a monkey flip to the champion. And Lyra not looking for a standing moonsault, but Ripley out of the way. So these two have been even so far in this one, as Rhea now looking for a German suplex, and that's one way to take control of a matchup. And Rhea, we know the confidence, and I think what she's doing is trying to fire up Lyra Valkyria. Rhea wants the best of her opponents always. She wants the best her opponents can give her, as Lyra should answer back with a German suplex of her own. And Lyra now asking Rhea to bring it. And Lyra here slapping Rhea off the ropes. Lyra looking for a clothesline. Rhea catches it into the jawbreaker instead. That's now Rhea Ripley now. She's thinking next here. Going both arms here of the challenger and kicking her head like a basketball into the mat there. As Ripley goes middle rope here. It's been a hectic couple of minutes for the start of this matchup. As Rhea now looking for a missile dropkick, but Lyra Valkyria out of the way. But it could be a quick one here, as Lyra into the bridge here to win the championship. But Rhea kicks out there at 2. Well, this Paris crowd are loving what they're seeing between these two. Like I said, the respect both women have for one another, and Rhea answers back with an insecure, but Lyra Valkyria stays at the feet though, and Lyra now with a Hurricane Rana takedown there of the champion. And Lyra now with a knee across the face of Ripley. Like I said, Lyra will be competing with the frustration of what happened with Nikki Bella a few weeks ago to the attack after that great matchup they had, as Lyra off the ropes with a deep arm drag there to Ripley. And Lyra is fired up here. It's taking a second to bask in the adoration of this crowd. But you cannot give Rhea Ripley any time to recover. As Lyra now in the corner, Rhea Ripley answers back there with a back elbow right to the jaw. Now Ripley with a huge forearm strike, dropping the challenger, who answers back there with a huge kick. As Lyra now kick to the midsection, DDT. And while Lyra looking to fly early in this one, as Valkyria looks for the frog splash at Ripley, able to counter, and Rhea kick to the midsection, stomp to the feet, knee to the face, clothesline drops the challenger into a cover. But Lyra kicks out at 2 there. And Rhea note wouldn't be enough, but playing some mind games there. That's Ripley now. A well-placed boot to the face. And into another cover here. As Lyra could be out after that. But Lyra just comes back to it there to kick out there at 2 3/4. As Ripley in control of a clothesline takes down the challenger here. Like I said, Rhea Ripley more confident, more sure of herself than ever, and she ever has been in her career. But Lyra boots to the face there. And Lyra now with a huge strike there. And Lyra Valkyria now into a submission hold, drops her down here. As Lyra looking to lock up Rhea Ripley, trying to work on the arms here. And the back, I guess, of Rhea Ripley here, trying to take out the power game of Ripley. But well, a great reversal there from Rhea. And a headbutt misses. And Lyra looking to take advantage, answers back with a German suplex. No, she don't. Rhea counters, kick to the midsection, and Rhea here again with this combination of strikes. And this time follows through with a ground and pound here to the challenger. Does the champion. So these two so far putting an absolute classic between each other. And now Rhea into a single leg Boston Crab here in the City of Lights in Paris. Can she make Lyra Valkyria submit here to retain the championship? We know Lyra Valkyria can fight with the best of them, and Valkyria finds a way out of that one just about there. As Lyra now kick to the midsection. Fisherman's Buster, smacking Rhea on the top of her head to win the championship here. But Rhea's still in it. Just about there. Ripley stayed in this one. That Fisherman's Buster almost getting a job done for the challenger in Valkyria. That's Lyra now. The Irish-born superstar sends the Aussie to the top. As Lyra looking to go big here. Looking for a superplex here to the champion. But Rhea counters it with some punches to the midsection. Pushes her off the top. And Rhea now. But Lyra Valkyria wisely going to the ropes there. Onto the apron. To the dismay of Rhea Ripley. And Rhea caught by Valkyria. And Lyra now. What's she thinking there? What is Lyra Valkyria thinking to the champion? Lyra with a superplex over the top. Both of them crashing hard on the mat. Neither one won the exchange, but Rhea got the worst of it. And Valkyria now trying to fight through the pain, use the adrenaline. As Lyra Valkyria wipes out Ripley with a suicide dive. And let's take a quick look at the title she could possibly win here tonight. She can beat Rhea Ripley. As now Rhea Ripley sent back into the ring. As Valkyria makes the climb again. The last time it wasn't successful. She went for the frog splash. Rhea though, creating some space. Valkyria still going to go for the frog. Well, the cross body there. Rhea counters out of the way, sidesteps it. And Ripley, straight jacket German. And Rhea now possibly sensing some danger to her championship reign in this one. If she doesn't, it would have been the smart decision for Rhea's career to not do so. And they set out powerbomb there. Batista bomb-esque on Rhea. But it's not enough. And some frustration starting to build for Ripley. As Lyra now. Looks like a huge overhand shot, but Ripley counters. And Rhea now headbutt. And Rhea now looking for a razor's edge. And follows through with a shining wizard. That could be it. Lyra could be out cold. But Lyra, with throat breaking, the referee saw it. That may have been the only saving grace for Lyra there. I think after that headbutt into the Razor's Edge into the Shining Wizard combination was enough to put away Lyra Valkyria. But what Rhea's thinking possibly an avalanche as these huge overhand chops there. And a combination of strikes in there by Lyra Valkyria. As it Inzaguri of her own there. Drops the champion. And Lyra now fired up. Lyra flies into the corner with a huge strike there. Valkyria hangs over the top. And a leg drop over the top. Slingshot variation. Stacking the offense here is the challenger. Going to the top. Gets the frog splash. But Ripley again kicks out. And now it's the frustration and the disappointment for Lyra Valkyria kicking in. Hitting some of her biggest moves in her arsenal. It isn't enough yet to put away the champion and win the title. As Lyra, caught by Ripley, the power of Rhea on show. Plants her down. But again, it's not enough. And Rhea now, like I say, getting frustrated herself here. But she cannot let that get the better of her. As Ripley into the corner sends the challenger. But Lyra counters. And Lyra now with that huge spinning kick there. To the temple of Rhea. But somehow again Rhea kicks out. These two women are giving everything they've got for this title. So Rhea wants to retain it. Lyra Valkyria wants to win it for the first time in her career. She's getting close beforehand. But she didn't manage to do so as now Lyra Valkyria top rope here. Looking for another mover from the top, but Rhea counts his headbutt there. And now Rhea, middle rope, looking for the splash and gets it. And Lyra now, the damage on show for her. And Ripley, with a challenger to her feet. Ripley looking to put the final touches on this one. With her riptide, stacks her up to retain. Not just yet. There's still fight. And Lyra yet. The crowd loving what they're seeing. And Lyra defiant to the end. Asking Rhea to bring it. And Rhea's going to do exactly that. And Lyra with a huge chop there. And both of them exchanging. Who strikes in the middle of the ring? You can see the bolts swinging on the bodies of both of the women. Especially in the back there of Lyra Valkyria. The offense she's taken in this one. Surprised both of them are still standing after what they've delivered in this one so far. As Rhea answers back there. And Lyra does the same. And both of these women even so far in this one. And Lyra now asking Rhea to bring it. And we know Rhea is going to do exactly that. And now both of them are teeing away with their offense. Over Lyra wins the exchange and Valkyria again. Fisherman's Buster. But Lyra's down. She cannot take advantage of it. But instead of going for a pinfall, she's putting herself up using the ropes. Wise here from Valkyria. Who perhaps is calling for the end of this one. To win the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. If she connects with Nightwing, it could be all over. And she gets it. To win the title over Rhea Ripley tonight. Not just yet either. And that's going to be disheartening for the challenger. Delivering her biggest hit yet. And it wasn't enough. The crowd loving what they're seeing between these two. How could you not? As Rhea up on the shoulders. Lyra with a flapjack. And Valkyria using this side crowd here tonight in Paris to fire herself up, looking for a stomp, but Rhea counters. And Ripley with that headbutt again. For the second time with Razor's Edge. Follows through with a huge kick. And Rhea, I think, is looking to put the exclamation point on this one, the final touch on this matchup. But what a matchup it's been between these two, as Ripley going to Old Faithful, a move that she's retained the championship with many occasions, the Avalanche Riptide, that no one's yet kicked out of. And Rhea, she connects with it. You gotta imagine that it's over. Avalanche Riptide. Stacks her up. And Rhea retains. But what a match. And I'm telling you this. Lyra Valkyria will be a future world champion. Not tonight. As we just seen, but one day she will get a job done. She's 0-2 right now. But she's getting so close on both occasions. And this is a great match between these two. Lyra Valkyria's got nothing to be ashamed of after what we just saw. She gave everything she had to Rhea Ripley, but somehow Rhea Ripley kept going. Especially at maybe, I think the turning point was right here. If she goes for a pinfall right here, Fisherman's Buster hit, but she couldn't capitalise. There was a second or two, or 3 or 5 or 10 in between the Buster into the Nightwing. Maybe even 20 seconds. That gave Rhea enough time to recalibrate, to get back into it, and then deliver a huge Avalanche Riptide after kicking out a Nightwing after the Razor's Edge into that huge boot, followed through into the Avalanche Riptide, sorry, and Rhea Ripley retains over one hell of a competitor in Lyra Valkyria, and Rhea Ripley still your Women's World Champion, and shows why Mammy is always and still on top. But let's get into our main event. And well, after Rhea just retained the Women's World Heavyweight Championship, can Cody Rhodes do the same against this man, Kevin Owens? This is his first matchup back since returning from that injury. And well, look at the shirt he is wearing, playing mind games with Cody Rhodes here tonight. We saw him walk out on SmackDown, costing Cody Rhodes a match against Aleister Black a few nights ago in a RKO Everybody shirt. As to what happened at Backlash against Randy Orton when Kevin Owens came out to distract Orton. Obviously, Kevin Owens claimed that Cody Rhodes asked Owens to do what he did at WrestleMania, which was help him defeat Sami Zayn. When Kevin Owens came out and helped him defeat Sami Zayn, he packaged power driver and an apron powerbomb on Zayn, which opened up Rhodes to get the job done. And at Backlash in St. Louis, Missouri, Kevin Owens made his way out to the ring, and Randy Orton saw it coming, hit an RKO on Owens, but then Orton got back into the ring, into a crossroads, and Rhodes retained once again. And Owens, just like Aleister Black claims, that Cody Rhodes is lying to everyone. It's all a facade. That is the nice guy, the public champion, the fighting champion, the face of WWE, the quarterback one. It's all a gimmick. It's all a facade. And Cody Rhodes deep down is not the man that he says he is. And what, like I say, Cody Rhodes on SmackDown lost to Aleister Black. Yes, Kevin Owens came out there, distracted Rhodes. He turned around into a black mass with a 1, 2, 3. But Rhodes lost a few nights ago. But you got to imagine that, just like his songs, his adrenaline in his soul, it's going to fuel Rhodes with more hatred, more anger here tonight against Kevin Owens. What a night it's been. But it's time for our main event. As a crowd here in the City of Lights sing the Undisputed Champion down to the ring. And that is the American Nightmare, quarterback one of the industry. Now, has been champion for over a year. Won it at WrestleMania 40, defeating Roman Reigns back then. Defended it at WrestleMania. And tonight, Rhodes is looking to retain again. Defended it at Backlash. Retained again. Yes, the asterisks around the Kevin Owens involvement were there. This one, by the way, despite rumours backstage it might have been made an Extreme Rules match due to everything that's happened in between these two. This is a normal one-on-one matchup. And I think that favours Cody Rhodes. I think giving Owens weapons and implements to use, especially with the way Kevin Owens has been since returning from that neck injury that happened at WrestleMania 40 with Sami Zayn hitting that top rope brainbuster onto the exposed steel. I said that forced him out of action for over a year. Made his return at WrestleMania, helping Rhodes defeat Zayn, costing Zayn the championship at WrestleMania. After Sami Zayn won the Royal Rumble to earn the opportunity. Now let's get this one underway. Main event here tonight. Senior referee Charles Robinson, the official for this one. Rhodes the champion defending against the challenger in Kevin Owens. Let's get this one underway. And where we go here on this one, you can see the shirt there of Owens saying claim your kingdom. I see the merch of the man in the ring that he's facing as these two. Well, Shane does some words to start this one off with. And I think it's going to be a nice exchange. And well, Rhodes instantly with a huge gut punch there to Owens. And these two starting this one off hot and heavy. Shane does some strikes here to begin this matchup off with. As we know, Kevin Owens, this is his first match back after a career-threatening neck injury. As Owens wins the exchange of a gut punch, or a gut kick there, sorry. A cheap shot there by Owens. In that exchange there. And Owens now in control of this one. Of the champion. That is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. As Rhodes now. German suplex by Owens. Pass going after the neck of Cody Rhodes, and something is busted open. Rhodes early in this one. And that is not good for Cody Rhodes. Being busted open in the opening, not even open a minute of this one. It's not even been a minute yet. And so like I said, that may have been a wound sustained in that match with Aleister Black on Friday on SmackDown, in which he lost. Yes, Owens cost him that matchup. It was a great matchup between those two. And Aleister Black owes a victory of the current champion. So you can imagine that Aleister Black is going to be coming for that in the future. You see the blood pumping from the face of Rhodes already in this one. You've got to imagine it's already in the eyes. It's Rhodes teeing away. But Owens counters again there. So Owens in control again. Owens again with another German suplex. Well, Kevin Owens clearly had a game plan coming into this one. Going after the arm there. Now Owens off the ropes. With a splash, but Rhodes out of the way. Owens taking a bit too much time with that one, building up the momentum for it. And now Rhodes again teeing away here. And again, Owens counters again, the same way as before. As that Rhodes off the ropes here. As that Rhodes looking for a disaster kick, but Owens counters. As Owens clearly has done. Is research. I thought that might have been a burning hammer for a second. That's why I waited to see what happened. But a neck breaker there. And Rhodes kicks out there too. And well, Owens says it wouldn't be enough to put away Rhodes here. Knows he's going to take more than that to put away the champion. But that was just mind games. That was just forcing Rhodes to exude energy. And well, Owens, despite not being in the ring for over a year, is looking good here so far. And Rhodes just basking in this hot crowd here tonight. There's some people tonight would actually be maybe wanting Owens to get the job done after what he believes he was robbed. It should have been him that ended the reign. There's a neck breaker there. You can see Owens favouring that neck already. And now Rhodes maintaining the offense here. Like I said, Owens believes that he should have been the one that ended the reign of Roman Reigns, sorry. After everything that happened between him and the Bloodline all those years ago. He believes that Rhodes robbed him of what was rightfully his. That's an uppercut there by Rhodes. Rocking the challenger. Now Rhodes there, up and down, goes! Owens, and now Rhodes are getting heated here, throwing some huge haymakers after that huge brainbuster. As Rhodes are off the ropes here, looking for that huge moonsault, knees are up low. Just about there in time by Owens, who answers back with a huge chop there. Rhodes out of the way, Rhodes, kick this time. And Rhodes again turn around, there was Owens. Kick to the midsection, and again there a huge shot to the back. Every time Rhodes looks to rally, Owens has an answer. So far in this one is again going into the open wound. Well, Charles Robinson, the referee, would be thinking about stepping in at some point in this one to check that wound. As a code breaker there delivered by Owens. Digging deep, and you can see the blood is now pouring. And Rhodes sent to ringside. And while Kevin is mocking the champion, perhaps believes he's got, well, he can't win it via count out, but playing mind games here with Cody Rhodes, forcing him to get back into the ring. As Rhodes knew exactly what Owens wanted to do there, but couldn't get the counter to it. As our Rhodes met with a senton. And well, just like Lyra in our last match, Owens taking a second just to look at the prize he could win. And that is the Undisputed WWE Championship of Rhodes. Owens got bad intentions for him. Not going for the apron powerbomb, it seems. Going instead See a nice table on Rhodes' neck. That was a bad landing. Owens could get him in the ring and maybe pin off that. The count of 5 here. As Owens is going to do so, you can see the blood pouring from the face of Rhodes has been busted open for the opening minute of this one. But Rhodes kicks out there, just about. This has been a bad night so far to be the champion. As on Rhodes again. This time another splash there from Owens. Owens now again building momentum, looking for a senton, but Rhodes out of the way. And Rhodes now looking to rally, looking to get this Parry crowd lit up behind him. And Rhodes teeing away. Shades of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Man, like Kevin Owens holds so dear himself as a bionic elbow there. But Owens kicks out there. Obviously, Kevin Owens have not yet sustained much offense in this one. It's been all Owens for the majority of this matchup. But obviously, the neck injury of Kevin Owens, well, a lot of questions have been asked of Owens going into this one. Is he able to go at a level still? And Rhodes now looking for a quick roll up here, but Owens counters and a punch right to that wound there. And Owens stunner for the title, but Rhodes kicks out, and Rhodes is looking in a bad way. And his crowd are shouting, "You're not worthy." Now Owens, and that has riled him up. But that has given Rhodes an opening back into this one, as Rhodes now answers back with a pedigree. But Owens kicks out there. Well, Owens just letting this crowd maybe get to him a bit too much there. As Rhodes again returning to the ground and pound here to the challenger. And blood has been spilt from the face of Kevin Owens. And you guys didn't see it. There's a slight smile across the face here of Rhodes. You'd love to see that. Some revenge. See also the character, well, altering comments that Kevin Owens has made to the two Cody that have questioned. Some people question, some people believe Kevin Owens. Now Rhodes wanted what has been happening for the past couple of months, and now Rhodes telling Owens to bring it, and I'm not so sure why that was, as Owens can go with the best of it as a pop-up powerbomb now. And Rhodes again though kicks out. And Owens getting a little bit frustrated. Obviously that isn't a good thing for Owens to do so, but going after that open wound there again. See the blood pouring across the ring, and that is all Cody Rhodes' blood as Rhodes so counters. Rhodes with a clothesline. As Rhodes now firing up here. Trying to get back into this one is the champion. And Rhodes with a huge form to the face there. And this ring is covered in blood. It's not a great sight to see. Now Rhodes, DDT, straight jacket variation, but he's down as well. So Rhodes has lost a lot of blood so far. Lightheaded is an understatement. And Rhodes getting back to his feet here. Making a climb to the top. As Owens is still down after that DDT. As Rhodes here making his mark. As Rhodes here looking for this huge crossbody there. Into the pinfall. But Owens again kicks out. And you can see the frustration building for Cody Rhodes as well. Rhodes needs to stay focused in this one. As that's why it's a super kick now. But Owens are now a senton. As Owens now getting back into this one. That's what is Owens thinking here. As Kevin Owens now yanking back on an eye rake here. And he has to count of 5 to break it. That's what Charles Robinson is telling him to do so. But Rhodes instead fights out of it. And Rhodes now. But KO kicks him away. And Rhodes jabbing away again. Working the jab here. Using the range. And a second time. With the bionic elbow. And Rhodes now making the climb again. They didn't get it last time. Gets the picture perfect moonsault this time. But Rhodes decided to stack the offense instead. Rhodes. Disaster kick. And Rhodes is fired up here. That's Rhodes now. With a Cody cutter to retain here. And somehow it isn't over. Somehow Owens is still going in this one. That's what Rhodes is asking the referee. Charge Robinson, how that wasn't a free. But somehow Kevin Owens is still going. He's asking Owens to bring it as these two are throwing everything they've got at one another. Two men that were friends. But after everything that Owens has said about Rhodes in the past couple of weeks, are these two still friends? And what Owens believes that Cody is ungrateful. The toe back on Hilo there by Owens. Up and over the top. So crowd are loving what they're seeing here tonight. I can tell you the bodies of both men are not loving what's going on in the ring and outside the ring right now. As Rhodes back to his feet, you can see the waltz across the back there. As Rhodes sent into the steps and the LED board there of the ring post. Sorry. As what is Owens cooking up here? There's a mad look across the face of Kevin Owens. What is Kevin Owens thinking? Well, the WWE Championship is on the line, and Owens are splash through the table. What on earth what have we just seen from Kevin Owens? Into the cover. That's gotta be it, surely. And somehow it's still going. For the betterment of the bodies of both men, they need to stay down. And Rhodes, again back to his feet, defiant as ever. Is Cody Rhodes, for better or for worse. As Rhodes now teeing away, working the jab again. Rhodes plants him face first. You can see Rhodes now, the wheels starting to turn. And Rhodes with the final cut. But it's not over again. It is not over again. Look at the ring. Look at the ring. Look at the bodies of both men. How are these still going? And somehow Rhodes is still jabbing away. Uppercut. Owens. Super kick. As KO now just driving the head of Rhodes into the mat. Look at the face of Kevin Owens. Look at the mat. Look at Cody Rhodes. How much is the title worth? Everything to both of these men. As Owens, a bad landing there for him. And Rhodes. And Kevin Owens in an awkward position, but Rhodes. Well, Rhodes improvising a crossbody. I think Rhodes wanted a suicide dive, but due to the position of Kevin Owens, he couldn't get it. That's Rhodes now. What is Cody Rhodes doing here? Cody Rhodes, what on earth are you thinking here? Rhodes, the back suplex off the ring barricade. Get him in a ring. Cover him. Well, Rhodes targeting that neck. You can see Owens holding it into the cover. And Owens is still going. Owens is somehow still going in this one. I can't believe what I'm watching. I can't believe the match that I'm calling right now is still going after everything that's happened in this one. And Rhodes and Owens are somehow still exchanging DDT. As Owens is down as well though. What a main event. This is what the WWE Championship means to both men. Owens believes that he should be the rightful one holding it anyway. With everything that happened in the bloodline and here more than years ago, he believes he should have been the one to dethrone Roman Reigns. That was his achievement to have, and that was taken away from him by Cody Rhodes. Whether you believe that way or not, that's up to you. As Rhodes up on the shoulders, KO, huge. rolling senton off the top there. And the crowd are loving what they're seeing. Like I said earlier, the bodies of both men are not loving what's going on in the ring. I can promise you that. As Owens to the top. It was a swanton bomb. Seriously. It's still going. As Owens now is arguing with the ref. Charles Robinson, the senior referee, saying it should have been a 3. And maybe it should have been. Which Rhodes has not moved since, but Rhodes is back to his feet here. And Rhodes. The hooks. Owens with a crossroads. But Owens kicks out. What is going on? What is in the air tonight in Paris? And Owens now. Look at the blood of both men. What are we seeing here tonight? What a main event. As again these two is going to Old Faithful. Going to just throw in haymakers or whatever they have left in the tank. As these two are putting on a classic tonight, 100%. And these two are putting on an instant classic between each other. As Rhodes counters. And Rhodes. But Owens. Well, the moniker is Fight Owens Fight. That's exactly what Owens is going to do. As these two are just playing out scrapping here in our main event. And Owens here. Launching Rhodes into the, well, inadvertently into the front. A low blow. By Kevin Owens. Not like this. Surely not like this. As Rhodes now at the mercy of Kevin Owens. As the referee is down. And Owens now with the stunner. Robinson is back to his feet. Not like that. Surely not like that. And Rhodes. How? We need EMTs. We need someone out to stop this matchup because these two are going to kill each other. As both of these two just defiantly asking each other to bring it. How are these two still going? How is this matchup still going on? Counter by Rhodes. Underhook DDT. What on earth are we seeing? How are these two still going? I cannot tell you how this matchup is still going in this one. This Rhodes back over there by Owens. And Owens has got a bad look on his face. As Owens now, if he hits this, it could be all over. Not only for the matchup, but for the career of Rhodes. We've seen the damage it's done to many superstars in the past. As Owens, but Rhodes counters. And Rhodes, crossroads at ringside. And this Paddy crowd are firing up Cody Rhodes. But surely this one's over. Surely this one's done. Surely that was the final nail in the coffin for Kevin Owens. As Rhodes now getting back into the ring. Kick to the face. As Rhodes again with the Cody cutter. That's it. It's done. Someone please tell me how. Tell me how. And Rhodes is thinking the exact same thing. But Rhodes hooks him. And again. That's it. Please let that be it. Thank you. We need EMTs. We need EMTs, we need doctors, we need everyone out here to check on Rhodes, to check on Owens. Because both of these men are taking years of their careers tonight. All for the Undisputed WWE Championship, which Rhodes retains. But what a match. What a main event. What a night we've had. Here in the city of lights of Paris. And this, right here was the final moment. One defiant Emphatic crossroads for the 1, the 2, and the 3. The under twa. I botched my French there. Sorry about that. But Rhodes retains. Somehow, some way, he retains. I don't know how. But we need EMTs. We need... I can see Robinson checking on Rhodes, making sure he can stand to raise his hand. What a night we just had. And what a main event we just had. Somehow Cody Rhodes is still standing. Somehow he is still the undisputed champion. QB1 still reigns. And Rhodes celebrating the victory, and somehow Kevin Owens is back to his feet, and these two are saying just a words, but Owens isn't done. A package power driver. A pop-up powerbomb, sorry there. Now Owens with a title in hand. Owens using it as a weapon. Whatever we're seeing, Kevin Owens has snapped. And Charles Robinson is helpless to stop Owens here. As Owens is completely lost after losing here. Owens, no. DDT onto the title. And Owens, well, he didn't get it in the match, but Owens is looking for it now. See, Owens just muttering something to himself there. It should have been his. I think that's what he said. As Owens now, he didn't get it in the match, but he's going to get it. Here with the apron powerbomb. I want this crowd us chanting, this is awesome. Well, I don't think the entertainment I guess they're getting here, but Owens has snapped her. Attacking a man he considered a friend. As again, Owens threatening Charles Robinson, the official, not to get involved. And Rhodes back to his feet but helpless as Owens again driving Rhodes face first into the title. And Owens again telling Charles Robinson not to get involved as Owens. What is Owens doing here? Owens is sick and twisted, we know that. And Owens, no. Owens, no. Package power driver to Rhodes. And a stunner to the ref. Owens has lost it. As Owens believes he should be champion. And just use it as a weapon. As Owens now making his way out here with a championship in hand. And while Kevin Owens making his way out of the ramp, let's look at the scenes. He has left, not only the referee, but also Cody Rhodes in. Well, there's now an altercation happening at the top of the ramp as the ENTs are making their way out here to check on Rhodes, but Rhodes is in a bad way here. And we're cut to the top of the ramp in which Kevin Owens and Triple H are involved in an argument here. As a Triple H, the boss, we don't know what these two are saying to each other. But Triple H now making his way down to the ring to check on Cody Rhodes as Kevin Owens again just basking in the booze here.